Here we go. We are here at the precipice. We are at the beginning of Season 7, which is going to be a monumental turning of the page moment, it feels like, for Play MFL, the Football Manager Open Network experience game where everyone has been getting into the deep end. Anyone who's ever played Football Manager, Champ Manager, anything like this before has found, those same touch points of the game really prominent, really pronounced in this game, where it's not just about the tactics, the road to glory style of take your team from the bottom all the way to the top, but also that extra element of the agency of owning the club, of owning the players, the kind of the hustle, the grind, the competing on the tactical front against other managers, all rolled into one and about to be extra supercharged, enhanced with photorealism AI players coming to the game, with MFL teasing that eventually they're going to be rolling out the ability for these players to have audio interviews for them to be able to speak after matches, as well as having highlight packages and all sorts of exciting stuff. If you're brand new to MFL and you've not even opened up your account yet, there's a link in the description in this video that'll get you all the best beginner bonuses available to get your account up and running. Also on the channel, you'll find all the beginner tutorials to help you around, the beginner mistakes to avoid, the do's and the don'ts, the top tips and tricks, and all the kind of do's and don'ts, all the stuff you need to know as well. If you do get stuck, if you've got any questions, just jump into the comment sections on any video and I'll do my best to come in there and help you out, of course. But by clicking on that link, you do get all the best stuff for yourself, of course, but you directly support me and all the content here at the channel. So by signing up, by directly clicking on the link, goes a long way to supporting the channel, the content, everything here. And I'm very thankful for everyone that does so. Now, Season 6 was a big one for me because I transformed my agency into being, an agency or a club setup or whatever. I had one primary team where I was putting all my eggs in that basket. And any players that couldn't cut the mustard there, I was loaning out into the ecosystem, into other clubs up and down the food chain. And I was receiving a percentage of any winnings that those guys were earning. But in Season 6, I bought another team. I made an academy lineup for my prime team. And I put all those extra pieces that didn't quite make the grade into that team, and combined I actually earned more MFL doing it that way than having them split out, despite all those players in the academy lineup going into the very bottom run of the divisions at that time. We now have a new run of divisions, which makes it even cheaper and easier to start your club and get players that can be effective straight away, which was a bit of a gamble. I wasn't sure if having that second team in Spark with all those players, that some of them were getting loaned into Ice, one or two of them get loaned into Stone, which is just higher up the pyramid, if it would actually work out. The only way it would work out was if I had an okay cup run and I won both the leagues, which I did. But as I come to look at my wallet now that we've been paid all of our MFL, I'm at just under 34,000. This time last season, I was just under the 43,000 mark. And the reason for that is I'd kept a balance from Season 5 into Season 6, which meant I had more money to spend on in-game players than I do this time around, which presents me with a very interesting and difficult problem, because we've now had rollover day, everyone's aged, so everyone ages at the same time, the seasons get updated, etc. Later today, we should have promotion and relegations all finalised, and we'll see the new divisions that we're in, etc. But my team has just went from Iron into Bronze, and this is a huge step up in class. This is like the 5th run in the ladder. I've went through enough promotions to know that no promotion should be taken lightly. You really do need to upgrade your squad. You really need to enhance the lineup, the quality you've got across the squad. And this is the bones of the squad I'm taking from Iron into Bronze. And last year I did it without loaning anyone in. Now I'm fearful that I might need to loan some players in and give away a little bit of MFL, because as I look at the store, the reward pack that are available, I actually don't have enough to buy a blue pack, which would be the pack I want to enhance the main team. But in lieu of doing that, what I need to do is save some money for next season, which I will do, but I don't need to save all of it. So I'm going to buy one pack for the academy lineup. Now, the academy lineup is left Spark, which it was way too strong for, and it's going to go into Ice, where it probably will be strong. It'll probably still do okay, but it's not going to be as strong. So I don't mind getting a new player in to try and reinforce the ranks here. And the idea with this is obviously we're making as much MFL in-game currency out of these players as we can, but ideally some of them progress. Hopefully some of them really step up and can make the grade into the top team. So I'm going to buy one pack for the academy team, and this is a bit of a fun dilemma, because I've heard Nep and everyone else kind of talk about this when it got unveiled, the new pack organisation here, where you can kind of get a sniff on the rating that will be available in the pack. and subsequently you can see the price associated with it. Now, because I do want that team to do well in ice, and I want to give myself every chance of the player being good enough to move into prime, I don't mind spending the extra money to like put a floor on the player. I don't mind spending an extra 7,000 MFL to guarantee I don't get a 65 to 69 rated player. I'd be much happier securing that upper level. But I do see the value in saving the money and taking the chances on just the standard common pack, where the player in this pack could be as low as 65 but as high as 74, and you save a wee bit of money for doing so. The same method, it kind of extrapolates across all the packs here, of course, but some of them I think it becomes a bit more, like for the blue packs, like I totally get just buying the cheaper one, saving the money. Also, I see the appeal on spending the money and getting the chance of maybe going up the scale. So I think it depends on your budget, depends on your appetite, depends on your ambition for the season coming up. So I'm probably going to buy one of these ones here to try and upgrade the academy team. But what I've also done now that I've got all my players out with the dev center is that I've went through my whole agency and I've put everyone into Barcelona or the Barcelona Academy, and everyone else I have essentially enlisted for transfer except for 2 players, which I'm kind of holding my breath on to see if we sell these guys, what we do, and all the rest of it. So I'm going to try and raise some funds from the real fringes of the agency to try and buy off the secondary market someone that can help enhance the primary team here. But yeah, we've been promoted, congratulations, and we're going to get that probably updated maybe now. Actually, maybe I just had to have a wee refresh there and we'll maybe see. No, it went bronze and changed back to iron there, so it's not quite done yet, but that'll happen during the recording, I'm sure, at some point. We're recording this live and loud with the FC Barcelona season ticket holders, so fist bump to you guys that are joining in, because another part of business that we've got to sort out here is that we need to get we need to get this team registered. We need to get back into Stone 28, and we need to have at least 11 players. At the moment, I think we've got 2, and that also went out. A bunch of you guys submitted players already, and I've already went around and added them into the watch list. So I'm actually just going to send these offers out and around at the moment. So I've been getting a bunch of offers in for some of the players that we've had listed, but none of them have been terribly to my liking. And I thought after today we might get some more offers coming back in once the marketplace, people have opened packs and yada yada, all that kind of stuff. So I'm not in a rush to sell anyone. I'm not in a rush to accept any of these offers, but we'll see how things shake out. So I did think, depending on the quality of the player that I get here, it might dictate maybe 1 or 2 of the depth options I've got in any particular squad, depending on how they shake out. All these packs will open tomorrow. They've got the photorealistic players in them, so that'll be fun. But yeah, let's just open this pack. We're going to spend 17,000 MFL. That'll leave me with about 25,000 as leftover, and that means next season I'll definitely be able to get a really strong blue pack. And by spending, it'll leave me with 16. Beg your pardon. So yeah, I'll be fine. I don't mind spending that extra little bit just to guarantee that I'm going to get a player that will be interesting, if nothing else. So let's open our pack. Now, we want this to be a striker. If it's not a striker, a high-end young goalie. So we're looking at both ends of the pitch. Everything else in the middle is a bit meh. So we want a young, high-end goalie or any decent striker of the rating that we're kind of shooting in here. If they're Scottish, even better. We get lots of Germans for some reason. So let's see our guy. He looks mean. He's got an earring. Sergio Hurtado. He's Spanish. CDM. High rating. 73. That'll do. Let's hope he's nice and young. 23, 5'7", pace, dribbling. Oh, everything's very nicely balanced, isn't it? Yeah, I like that. He'll be effective. I like that. So what that... yeah, so with that guy coming in, I would just contract him to the academy, alright? But what I think I might want to then do is this guy Kubo has got 81 defense. Everything else is really minging. But could this guy be like an emergency CDM for the top team? is what I've been trying to weigh up. If we look at CDMs, in the academy, we've already got Kubo and Nafisatu, which is fine. Has this guy not even came in yet? He was a CDM, wasn't he? No, there he's there. Hurtado. So yeah, CM, CDM. So he can also play centre mid. Is this guy maybe better as back? I think this guy is back up in my squad. Might be better. But then the risk I'm worried about is, let's imagine we put Hurtado into the prime team. What I'd also then probably do is bring Faustino and Bodnarenko back as the backups there as well. I just don't think they're good enough for that top level, and I will be kind of gutted when I need to use them. But if I can get a wee bit more progression out of them, they'll maybe be serviceable. I really don't want to give away any rev share this season on my top team is what I'm really thinking about here. And yeah, no striker coming in to that academy setup is a bit of a concern for next season, because if we look at the team as it sits at the moment, we don't really have much firepower. I've got the depth I can go and get for the other positions from the players I've got listed on the market, but sincerely, we don't have much firepower cover, which is a worry. I'm not a fan of the strikers we've got in the agency that we've got for sale already. I'm not sure they'll do well on ice anyway. Yeah, it's a really tough one, by the way. I did like the whole Morel thing last year. I don't know if we try that again, but so yeah, it's a tough one. I don't know what to do with the academics. I definitely want it to fly high in ice, and in the main team in bronze, I think I do need an extra wee lift in quality towards the top end here. Yeah, do you know, I'm going to sign him into the prime team and just hope we can get some supercharged progression on him. And then yeah, I'm probably going to have a wee peek on the market for a backup centre back. I might just take this guy actually, because he's back up for left back. Yeah, I'm going to take him. I'm going to try and get that guy in. 6%, I don't mind that. If he's the only guy we bring in, just that defence cover, I just need that. And he's actually at a pretty decent rate, no minimum appearances. Everything else is kind of fine. So yeah, we've sent an offer for that guy, Falconer. It needs to bring a wee Scottish guy in. But I'll probably try and just work with that. So I think that means I probably still want to sell. Do I still want to sell Bodnarenko? No, I think I want to bring in Faustino and Bodnarenko anyway. And I think that one guy on loan will just give me the flexibility to either use them or not use them. And with Bodnarenko, yeah, I just don't think I'm going to sell him for the sort of price I want to. I spent a wee bit on him. He's not worth as much as I spent on him, but I still think he's very cheat codey for his stats and stuff. So yeah, I think I'm just going to bring him back into the fold. We'll try and get that one guy in on loan. Yeah, Bodnarenko's off the market now. That's lovely. So I think with the ice team, I'm quite happy to kind of lean into the defensive depth that I've still got. And I think that's what I'm going to do, where I'm going to bring in the option to play a back five, potentially. Because this Nomenko guy, we've had him in... So this guy was actually really good as a low-rated player for me back in the day. And I put him into Dev Centre for 4 seasons. His progression wasn't amazing to start off with, but it really flew away. And I'm actually quite tempted whether I should throw him back into Dev Centre. But at 24, let's get this guy playing, is kind of where I was at. So if we bring him in to the academy team, we've got a guy who can play left wing back. He can play right wing back. We can play 3 at the back on top of that, so a back 5. And yeah, I think I might just try and stick it out with the sort of options I've got here. So the boy Cordoba as well, I think I would keep him. He's had a lot of interest, a lot of direct offers, but at 24, again at 64, he might just improve. I don't mind really filling this team up with defenders and mids to try and compensate for the lack of forward options. Yeah, we'll leave Michelson on the market for now. Gomez, Bustamante, all these guys the same. Muller, Velasquez, let's bring him back into the club as well. It's backup left back. He's just left Dev Centre as well. I think I'll do the same for this Kuhlman guy, because he actually got quite a lot of progression himself as well. And at 57, I don't think he's good enough for ice, but if we can maybe get him into training and get some match XP, because we know match XP is where it's at, that might help ever so slightly. And now I think I'm looking at... Yeah, everyone's listed. I definitely don't want or need around right now. Where we've got, this is like a best team. We've got Nafisatu and Abba still in midfield to rotate around. We've got all the defence depth we need. We've got that guy Kuhlman. as well. We've got right mid and left mid options, and left mid and right wing options. Cam options, we just really lack in centre forward. I need another left. No, I suppose we could play left mid rather than wing. And stick. Yeah, I think we might just about be able to squeak this out. We've maybe got one fullback more than we need, but I think we could maybe just about get away with this type of squad. Really low on firepower. So I think our main aim of the game will be being defensively sound. And I don't mind going about that. This year being like hard to beat and nice. So the contract offers we've had accepted. Love that. So yeah, I don't mind that. And then for the bronze team, if we can get that offer for that Scottish guy in, I think that one player where we give away 6% might just be about enough, because last year I rotated the midfield perfectly well. We don't need to add anything into that. The strikers were A-okay as well. The defence did just get a little bit lean. So I don't mind having Faustino and Bodnarenko still, but we have the potential with the other guy of making it a bit easier to rotate some bits and bobs. Yeah, we might not even need Faustino and Bodnarenko, but I think it will be really tight to rotate that defence without them, so I just want them there as a cover. Yeah, so I'm quite content, I'm quite happy with that. And it means coming into Season 7, the only real business I've got to do in the transfer market is the team for you guys. Now, last year, this team finished 6th. We got about 6,000 MFL, and all of that was given away to the channel members here. This team is only for the members on the channel that get their FC Barcelona season ticket. We've already got 4 players in. We've probably got some offers out. We'll send in our few to the members that have nominated players to come in. And once we've got to 11, we'll be registering our team and we'll be getting stuck back into it. I feel the pack went well. I feel that my teams are set up okay. I'll feel a bit better once I see projections. We've got one loan offer out for the Prime team. I don't mind doing that. We're going to stick Au Natural with the Academy. And I'm hoping the Foundation team, we can round off those edges. We can get that extra bit of quality in to make the difference, because this is going to be a huge season. When all these players go photogen as well, it's going to be it's definitely going to be a good one to have. So Season 6, we earned more than we did in Season 5. Season 7, we want to earn even more again, but I'm having to be quite tactical with how I'm spending my balance, because we've got 16,000 there. We hopefully earn even more this year than the 33 odd that we bagged this time around, and then that can help us get into like maybe this blue pack is probably the goal for next season. Yeah, I think that's probably about right. And it is going to be all hands on deck. It is going to be battle stations for everyone now in the market, negotiating contracts, trying to buy players on the secondary market is going to be flying all over the place. I'm also a little bit tempted to maybe get a Flint squad, just to go and get that Flint trophy into the HQ, but maybe not this season. We'll maybe wait again just for things to shake out a little bit more organically before I think about that for myself. But with everything, this week is going to be crazy on MFL. If you're brand new, be prepared. You might need to give over a little bit more rev share than what you initially intended. If you've been around the block once or twice, you might need to get into the market a little bit quicker than what you normally do as well, because it is no rest for the wicked. But yeah, it's going to be all hands to the pump. It's going to be everyone into the market, buying, selling, hustling, trading, contract negotiations, all sorts, as we all aim for that glory in Season 7. I'm hopefully going to be going bigger and better this season than again. Does rely upon getting a wee bit of business done, perhaps, maybe a wee bit of progression. But as always, be really interested and excited to see what you guys think down in the comment section down below. On screen now some other stuff that I've made that YouTube thinks you might enjoy. If you haven't done so already, please do hit the subscribe button for more content like this. Hit the like button if you've not done so already, of course. Stay out of trouble, and I will catch you on the next one.